What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the prison, deplorable university. Welcome back to Prison Architect, y'all. Hope you're enjoying the series. It's been a long time since we came to this prison, so kind of doing a little assessment of what the heck's going on. Looks like we have some massive building queues up here, or down here in the southern part of the prison, which is going to be, of course, the maximum security fight club. There's a ton of work queued up here, and I can tell there's a ton of work queued up here, not only because that, but look at all the trucks we got with just stuff on them. I mean, this is staff food that's not going to get to the staff, so for the time being, let's hire in a few more workmen. Like 10 of them, that should be. Oh, or 11. 11 of them. That should be good to help move this queue along a little bit, although none of them are actually doing what I thought they were going to do and take the boxes out of here. But they're on their way to do things. They're moving garbage, moving garbage, moving garbage. Apparently there's a queue of garbage as well. I didn't realize that. But let's see what else we got going on. Looks like we're giving away a little bit of cash here at the top, minus 6,000 per day. But 9 prisoners up for parole, so that should just about even out, because I get some money from the parolees. It is shower and eat time currently. You know what? I don't know if these guys have had a shakedown recently either, so let's check out my informants. Oh, we got 2 people with 100%, Steven and Paul. So let's grab those 2. And let's see what kind of information they can give us about what's going on in the prison right now, because I'm sure there's like some shanks and a few digging tools running around in the cells. Where are these guys? There they are. They're getting yoinked up into the security now so they can spill the beans. Yes, yes, very good. What do you got to tell me, Boyer? Oh, he just said something. Or he had a little thought bubble going on there. Okay, so let's zoom out a bit here. Wow, actually things look pretty clean, except for I don't like you to have that pick there. We're gonna search your cell, mister. I think that was Anderhoff. Looked like it was Anderhoff. Oh, we got a snitch. That is Cristale is our snitch. Hopefully he doesn't get yoinked up today. He's in minimum security now, so he should be relatively safe. We'll see if Chris can stay alive. Oh, there's a lot of stuff coming into the prison right now, some drugs and whatnot, but for the most part, I mean, this is pretty clean looking. I'm pretty happy with that. So it seems like this holding cell's got a lot of junk in it, and some of my maximum guys, but whatever, I'm not too concerned with that. So oh, we have several snitches. Oh, ex-law enforcement. Loki crud. Loki, yeah, ex-law enforcement does not tend to do very well in prisons. They're kind of like the snitches. They just get stabbed and stuff because nobody really likes ex-law enforcement in prison for some reason. Couldn't imagine why. Not at all. So, yeah, this building project is just coming along here. This is going to be maximum super max. We should be able to start moving people in pretty quickly. I laid out enough just to get like the rooms going, and then all that's going to be left is a little bit of wiring and wallage. So, I think I learned a bit of a lesson with building this, though. Instead of doing it all in once, you should do it sections at a time. That way you can actually like move people and keep everything going, because this has taken quite a few episodes to just do this whole thing all at once, and then just to do a massive move in, which is going to probably be really bad when I bring in like 100 maximum security prisoners. I'm not sure my prison can handle that, but we'll see. I mean, we've spent all this time on it. Let's see what she's got, you know? Oh, and I had another exciting development that I did notice last time when I was watching through. We have a couple more prisoners in the Gen Ed qualification. We got 3 right now. One finished, that was Mr. Delay. He did not pass. He did not pass. He was a failure, so rats on that. But I have 3 more chances to get this Reform Through Education initiative, which will give me another 40 grand. And honestly, in like the 2 years I've had this game, since, I mean, essentially it was like alpha testing. I mean, there was changes every couple weeks, if not every week. I have never once gotten this reform program, so it'll be a little bit exciting if I can get it now, I think. I got 3 more chances at it, and normally prisoners just don't care. Like, they don't spend the time to go through the education program, like the general education, and then, you know, a lot of them fail, and they just don't care for it. And then, you got all these guys that just aren't even interested in going into the higher one, and if they do, they usually fail. So here we go, 3 more shots at it. I have this just say Cox's mother, Cox's father, Hugh's son. Okay, I was just making sure I wasn't seeing things. So this is like visitor time in the prison. Must have just rolled around past 8 o'clock. That's when doors open up to all your visitation and like parole. That's when I have parole come in, and teachers and whatnot. So everybody's doing their thing. This right here is actually going to be that 3-person reform program. So let's check out who we even got in here. Matt Stevenson. He's got good numbers. Health is really bad. I feel like he probably has an addiction. Yeah, he's got an active addiction. So he's got a shot to pass this. Attendance is 0% success chance. Wow, I can really word well today. Is 0%, so maybe not so good. This guy's got 14%. Matt McConaughey. Wow. He's got terrible concentration, but excellent understanding. So if I can just keep him focused. Oh, it looks like there's a 4th person in here now. We've got Blood Angel 500. He has excellent concentration and adequate understanding, so that's actually pretty good. We got here Tom Smith. Success chance is 94%. Okay, is this the right? Is this correct? I don't think this is the right. Yeah, look at all the people that are interested in this. I closed the other one down because nobody was interested, and then all of a sudden, okay, so maybe that's kind of the trick, is you have this instead of the other education system, and you get more people in here. Just learn something. Excuse me, sip of coffee. So, how close are you to finishing this? Does it tell me? Okay, so this little bar tells you right here how far along they are with the program. So as long as I can keep Tom Smith from getting killed in my prison over the next couple days, I should have this. So this is gonna be like a double whammy. The Fight Club will be ready to go. I'll have another 40 grand in the bank. I believe I have a few loans out. I do. I'm paying $3,000 in interest per day. But my credit rating's a 10, so that's a good thing, right? I own 80%, so I can sell off shares in my prison to pay back the loans. Which would give me a little bit more cash flow per day. Oh my god, why are these guys all up here? I have an overflow of maximum security guys in the yard, the common yard, so anyone can come through here. It's kind of a dangerous situation. Let's see who else we got here. Benjamin Richardson, 15% chance, but he's really only attended a little bit of the program. Excellent concentration, good understanding, so he could probably pass too. I mean, honestly. What we have here is Stephen Boyer. Wow, look at that. Bad concentration, but good understanding. He has a fairly good chance of passing, so I've got a few guys that this is looking pretty good, although I've had people fail with a good percentage before, so anything can happen. Anything can happen. There's Crystal A. Working, I'd like to have him working. Kind of keeps him out of the general population because he's a snitch. I believe he got caught as a a confidential informant, snitching on other people. So yeah, they don't really like him. Can you blame him though? What do we got here? Matt McConaughey. So one of the people that I wanted to pass my class just went to visitation and got busted because he tried to smuggle drugs into the prison. So fantastic. Okay, so the usual deplorable business going on here, of course. Can't depend on any of these guys to give me what I want. we've got a few people coming out of the parole here. So this is what's netting me some money, is I have all these minimum security guys, and I mean, he's not going to pass parole by like 3%. He'll just get out. So that's a bad example. This guy's going to pass parole, so that's going to give me like 3 grand. This guy is going to pass parole, so that's going to give me another 3. So even though my cash flow is negative 6,000 per day, I'm actually making money because of parole. It doesn't really count that into the daily cash flow because, you know, people parole, people don't parole. This guy's not going to make parole. Scott Hill, he's probably going to just be released. If they're just released, I don't think you get anything. Maybe $1,000 bucks, but yeah. So anyways, guys, I guess we're just going to keep powering on with this. I do want to get the Fight Club up before I start another prison. Thing is, and it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. Prison Architect has a lot of updates. I mean, they update even now. I mean, the game's in full release and everything, but they do release updates to the game periodically. It used to be like one a month. Now it's one every couple months. Just little odds and ends. I feel like the crew is pretty much done making the game, but there's a few odds and ends and things that the community has suggested that they've implemented, and unfortunately with these, see, that's kind of like, that's the pro part, you know, like they are constantly updating the game, but the negative is that, you know, you plan out your prison and you don't plan it out with the updates in mind. I mean, you plan it out with what you have at the time because that's what you have to work with. So when they do these updates, like for instance, they did the staff canteen, and we kind of predicted this. It just seemed like a natural thing was coming right after they did something else in the game where there's something else involved in the staff and the canteens, and it was just like, oh no, it was a prisoner thing. I don't remember exactly now. Probably good to think about these things before I start recording, but anyways, the gist of it was like we kind of predicted that, oh okay, the staff is probably going to have their own canteen, so we planned it out. Not the best, you know, looking building that I've ever created, but we kind of were like, okay, this is probably going to happen. So, you know, I kind of kept that in mind when I designed the prison, but they had like another update that seems kind of small, but it affects the entire prison. And if you go to deployment, you can see it, this down here, this directions. So with this latest update, like I can deploy all these zones as different things. So up here I've got all these deployed as minimum security cells, or minimum security access. So only minimum security can go in here. They can also go in anywhere else that's white, but this is just for minimum. The shop's just minimum. Over here, a medium security. So the workshop, the mailroom is all medium. So they had that as deployment for as long as I can really remember playing the game. And then they had other things like access only, and access only, people will try to avoid these rooms. So for the most part, like, you won't have visitors trying to walk through, like the deliveries. They do anyways, but for the most part it avoids it. You know, you have all these things, but they added this directional arrows here. These you can actually path out the way you want the AI to go. So right now the AI makes decisions based on what their needs are and, you know, what the time is. I mean, there's an algorithm to it, but sometimes they'll take routes that you wouldn't want them to. So for instance, you see like how there's doors here, there's a large door, there's a regular door. Depending what kind of door you have in the hallway, prisoners will just walk around it. They seem to not want to go through jail doors or large jail doors when they don't have to, and they seem to want to avoid metal detectors when they can. So they would prefer to like walk a different path to get to the easier to open door, the access door, for whatever reason. And they don't do this always. It's kind of, I don't really exactly understand how the algorithm works, to be perfectly honest with you, but this little change that they made is huge because you can actually tell them, like, okay, I want you guys to go this way, you know? And then the prisoners, the AA won't have to make a decision, like you made a decision for them. So unfortunately this whole prison was planned out without any, you know, doing, you know, I didn't plan it out with that in mind because we didn't have that. So it's kind of made the prison outdated. but it has so much potential in a new prison where we can actually use it and create staff corridors and whatnot. So good and bad. So this prison is definitely going to be coming to an end, unfortunately. In the few next coming episodes, I do want to get some work done down here on the southern part since we spent so much time on it, like I said. But definitely going to have a new prison in mind, and maybe some escape mode prisons coming in too, since we have so much control now. And that's the biggest thing with that change is the control factor. And you know, as a gamer, I think having more control definitely has its benefits, especially in a game like this. So we're gonna leave it off there. Let my all these extra workers kind of do their thing and get caught up on the queue here, and we'll probably do a little bit more work to the southern part of the prison and see where we're at. Try and get some more guys in here next time. So thanks for hanging out again, guys. Hope you're enjoying the series. Give me some feedback on what you think we should do, or what's going on, or anything really. And yeah, we'll catch you next time right back here on Prison Architect.